Hi everyone, welcome to Subhiksham channel. In this video, we'll continue the story of Nala and Damayanti. Damayanti saw a caravans. She met a group of traveling priests. They had not seen Nala, but they had asked her to join them. In their company, she reached the bright capital city of Chedi King, Suahum. The street boys surrounded her at once, pointing, staring, and laughing at her. They followed her till she stopped to rest near a fine building. It was one of the palaces of the royal family. From the terrace, the queen mother of Chedi saw Damayanti. Who is that woman? She is badly dressed and covered in dust, but I see a nobility in her. How calm she is, though these surrounded boys are teasing her. Bring her to me, she told her maids. Damayanti was brought to the terrace. She narrated her story, but she hid her identity. The queen mother and her daughter offered her a place of personal friend and maid. Damayanti gratefully accepted it. Meanwhile, after Nala had left Damayanti, he saw a great blaze of fire in the forest. Someone was caught in it and they were shouting for help. I am coming, don't be afraid, Nala called out. He had been given a boon by the fire god Agni Deva that he would not be harmed by fire. So Nala passed easily through that fire and he saw a huge snake in the middle. I am the Naga Karkotaka, said a big snake. Because of a curse, I am rooted to one spot and cannot move to save myself. Please carry me out, I'll be your friend. The snake became as small as a thumb. Nala picked him up and took him out of the fire. At Nala's 10th step, the snake bit Nala's hand. At once, Nala lost his earlier handsome look. His skin turned jet black, the ends of his limbs became reddish, and his body stunted. Don't be upset, Nala, the snake said, regaining his large form. I have done this with a reason. No one will recognize you now. My poison will cause you no pain. Don't worry, said the Karkotaka. Take up the post of charioteer with Rituparna, the king of Ayodhya. He is an expert at dyes. Learn the art from him. In return, give him your knowledge of horses. Here are two clothes. Just put them on and think of me, and you will become the old Naga again. With these words, the Karkotaka vanished. Nala was stunned to hear all this, but still he did as the snake had advised him. Nala and Damayanti were wandering far apart, had begun a new life, but day and night they pined for each other. They were remembering them for day and night. Then Nala, though he was regaining what and all the snake had told him, at last the snake he reached the kingdom. The poison gave him no pain, but his body jet black had turned in everything and he was not been recognized by anyone. Then he took a new name as Vahuka and he joined as a charioteer for the king Rituparna of Ayodhya, who was happy with him because Vahuka seemed to work wonders on his horses and had the finest cooking skills. Nala was glad to see an old familiar face in the palace. His former charioteer, Varshanya, had taken up employment with Rituparna. Varshanya was not able to recognize Nala, but Nala had recognized his old friend. Varshanya was puzzled about the new charioteer. Every night after his prayers, he would say these words, Where are you now, faithful one? Are you thinking of that wretched man who left you? And tears would come from his eyes. If Vahuka did not look so different, I would have thought I am hearing the voice of my old master Nala, speaking to our dear queen. Where is she? I wonder. Varshanya thought about Queen Damayanti. And she had entrusted her twins to Varshanya only, and this loyal charity had driven them to her parents' palace earlier. Far away in the kingdom of Chedikim, Damayanti was living her life as a personal friend and maid to the queen, mother, and her daughter. They were very kind to her. They had sent men in search of them lost husband, but none of them had found anyone who fitted the description that Damayanti had given. One day, priest came to meet the queen mother. I am Sudeva. I come from Vidarbha, the kingdom of King Bhima. We are searching for his daughter Damayanti and son-in-law Nala. I saw your maid yesterday. I looked at her carefully. I feel she is Damayanti. But to make sure, I request you to check whether she has this special birthmark. The queen mother promised to find out that. She went to Damayanti, who was sitting in a corner. In mourning for the last Nala, she wore the plainest of clothes, and her face and body were always smeared with holy ashes. And she was always praying to Lord Shiva. This helped also to disguise her identity. My friend, the queen mother said to her, I want to wash your beautiful face today, just for fun. I am tired of seeing it covered in ashes. Damayanti's face was washed to all the ashes. Between her brows, the queen mother saw a birthmark of a small mole shaped like auspicious lotus. She embraced Damayanti. So, you are the princess of Vidarbha. A priest sent by your father had come here in search of you. Child, please go back to your parents. They are so worried about you, she said. She arranged for a grand welcome, and Damayanti returned home and was reunited with their parents and twins. Damayanti could not rest still as she has not found Nala. She realized that he may have disguised himself to be unrecognizable. She instructed messengers to search far and wide. They were to sing a ballad with the words. This is a trick what she had taken to find out where Nala is. Dear gambler, you cut the cloth and left me, making me fall into the deepest sadness. Please, won't you answer my call? These were the words should be told by the messengers and go from one kingdom to another kingdom to find out where Nala is. So when the messengers travelled great distance, they sang this ballad on city streets, in king's courts, and at village banyans. Finally, one day a messenger brought some news. I reached the city of Ayodhya and sang the ballad at King Rituparna's court. Nobody responded, but as I was leaving, a dark, stunned man who is a king's charioteer came up to me and said these words. When a man is down and out and has lost even his last cloth to birds, a wife should forgive such an unfortunate man. I reply with these words. This has to be Nala, Damayanti said in joy, but I will take my test further. She made a secret plan telling only to her mother. Now I'll stop the story today with this video as it would become very longer. I'll continue with the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned with our channel to hear the continued story. Thank you.